Coming up this weekend, the top-ranked Norwich men's hockey team will be at Kreitzberg Arena to close out the regular season against Johnson and Wales tonight and at Suffolk tomorrow afternoon. Joining us with the coach's preview, presented by Sticks and Stuff, we do have Cam Ellsworth on the line today. Cam, hello, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. So the regular season ends this weekend. You've already clinched the regular season title. And with that being said, what are you looking to get out of these last two games?
Well, I think we've got to just continue to try to improve, and you know, we're playing playoffs next weekend, and so we've got to continue to push forward and try to keep playing our best hockey. This is the time of year where you want to be playing the best that you can. So very big games, home games, and still league games. So I think there's a lot going on.
Now, you talked about improving, but it's hard to improve on what you've been doing. You guys have been on an unbelievable run, 4 straight shutouts by a combined score of 17-0. For you, what's it like from the bench, just seeing the string of performances your team's been putting together?
Yeah, I think last week we talked, and, you know, I think we had played a 5-game stretch. That was the best 5 games in a row that we had played, and then obviously a little bit of revenge on Castleton from the home loss we took, and I thought that Saturday was a really solid 60-minute effort. So from the bench, I'm continuing to try to preach the same message, and we're trying to continue to play our team game, and it's given us success thus far, and we need to just kind of stick to it. And at the same time, we got to continue to, like I said, improve. I know that maybe, like you said, you can look at scores, but there's always ways to continue to grow and improve, and we're still working at it.
Now, this weekend, you've got the 2 teams that are at the bottom of the standings. Suffolk is the only one that's got a shot at getting into the playoffs. They're, I think, 1 point behind Castleton. What do you tell your guys to avoid sort of this pre-playoffs, like to prevent them from looking ahead to the postseason and maybe not having a speed bump here?
You know, I guess we've talked about it a couple different times. I was really proud last week playing Castleton and on the road, and you know, it was a game coming off of a huge weekend in Boston, and you know, I really gave the captains the ownership and to make sure the guys are ready to go. And to their credit, and to the leadership core and the leadership group that we have, I really thought the guys were. And so we've met as a leadership group again, and met with the captains again, and you know, understanding that there is no let down there, and it's not about necessarily the opponent. It's about us and continuing to forge ahead, and we really don't, try not to talk about maybe the negative realm of it. We talked a lot more about, you know, trying to be playing our best hockey going into playoffs.
Now, Tommy O'Brien has had both a season and a career for the ages. Is there any chance that he gets a little bit of rest this weekend, knowing the postseason is on the horizon, or do you want to keep playing that hot hand?
Tom's, as you said, he's a special kid, special player. And so at this point here, going into senior weekend, and kind of a cool thing, his mom's flying over from France today, and be the first time she's seen him play in 10 years. So I felt like he's earned the opportunity, or earned the right, in my mind, to tell me. I asked him if he wanted a game off or not, and he wants to play. He's playing great. He feels great. We've managed a lot of his energy levels through practice, and we've given him some days off here in the second half that I think has kept him sharp, and I want to listen to him. And our best players, again, we listen to them a lot of times with practice times and sessions if we need a day off or not, and they know their bodies, and Tom's a guy that's extremely honest, and he's excited to play, and he wants to keep going, and you know, I don't want to get in the way of that.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about Kobe Downs here for a moment. He's up for the Con Cannon Award, and only 2 of the Norwich players have gotten the honor, Colin Mulvey and Keith O'Coin, who went on to play in the NHL. What have you seen from Kobe as a player this year?
Kobe's been really unique. He's just a unique talent. One of the better passers I think I've ever really seen. Can just put pucks into areas, and I think you see that on a general basis all the time. What I've really been impressed with Kobe is just his overall game. You know, last year he was in and out of, or on and off of, the penalty kill, and maybe wasn't the guy on the ice at the last minute protecting leads, and now he is, and he's really kind of turned himself into that. And he's also been a guy this year that has played with a ton of different wingers. We've got some other lines have kind of solidified, and there's been some chemistry growing. And so just from injury and just a bunch of different circumstances, there's been some of our lineup has been in flux, and Kobe's kind of taken that and run with it. And he's played with a lot of different people, and I do think he makes people better on the ice every time they get out there.
Speaking of injuries, when you get to this point in the season, health is almost as important as the record that you've got in terms of being able to go into the postseason with, sort of your full complement and with depth as well. How would you assess the health of this team right now, and what do you do as a coach to ensure that perhaps you can get healthier as you get into the postseason?
Yeah, I wish I had way better news. We've been fighting the injury bug here the majority of the year. With Max, he's still not back. I don't know how close he is. Callum Jones, we broke his leg. He's out for the year. We've had a number of guys kind of in the trainer's room. She's earned her paycheck this year. So again, I wish I had a better news for that. Everybody that's healthy is playing tonight. That's what I'll tell you. So we're not in a great shape that way. At the same time, it's opportunity. I think it just shows what we've talked many times. I think the strength of our team is our depth and next man up kind of mentality. And so we've got guys that are, gonna be playing and gonna be doing a great job for us tonight. And I think it just speaks to the depth that we have on this team.
Let's hope you can come out of the weekend unscathed. Coverage from Kreitzberg tonight against Johnson and Wales gets underway at 6:35. George Como will have the call. Coverage tomorrow gets underway 3:35 here on WDEV FM and AM. Coach, congrats on the season so far, and good luck on finishing strong this weekend.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.